Have you ever bought a big bag of fresh edamame only to realize there's no way you can finish it all before it spoils? That's when the freezer comes to mind, but then another question pops up. Can you actually freeze edamame without blanching it first? It's something many people wonder, and the answer depends on how much you care about texture, flavor, and how long you want it to last. Blanching is the process of briefly boiling vegetables and then quickly cooling them in ice water before freezing. It might sound like an unnecessary extra step, but it actually helps lock in color, flavor, and nutrients while stopping the enzymes that cause food to deteriorate, even in the freezer. When you skip blanching and freeze edamame raw, it won't necessarily make it unsafe to eat, but the beans will lose their bright green color faster, the texture can become rubbery, and the flavor won't stay as fresh over time. If you decide to freeze edamame without blanching, it's definitely possible, but you'll have to be more mindful of how you store it. You should wash and thoroughly dry the pods or beans, then spread them out on a tray to freeze individually before transferring them to a freezer-safe bag or container. This keeps them from clumping together, so you can grab only what you need later. Even so, without blanching, the edamame will usually only keep good quality for about 2 to 3 months. Compare that to blanched edamame, which can last up to a year in the freezer while still tasting fresh and delicious. The difference really shows up when you finally cook and eat it. Blanched and frozen edamame tends to come out tender, bright, and flavorful, almost like it was freshly picked. Unblanched frozen edamame might taste fine at first, especially if you use it quickly, but the longer it sits in the freezer, the more it loses its natural sweetness and crispness. So, can you freeze edamame without blanching? Absolutely. Should you? Well, if you only plan on keeping it in the freezer for a short while and you're not too picky about a slight change in taste or texture, then it works just fine. But if you want to preserve that fresh, vibrant flavor for months, blanching is worth the few extra minutes. Think of it as a small step now that saves you from disappointment later when you're craving a perfect bowl of edamame.